Hello, future responsible drivers in the Philippines. Welcome to the first part of our discussion about the essential things we should remember while driving. Johnny is here to join us.
Mr. Drive Safe. Hello.
We will start with a question. Do you have an idea what a walk-around check means?
What is that?
Walk-around check is a simple and effective way to determine if our motor vehicles have issues or defects. Do this before driving to ensure the safety and reliability of your car.
What are the things we need to check then?
These are the following components that you need to check: lights and lamps, mirrors and glasses, under chassis, underneath, body.
With lights and lamps, it's to make sure that they function, right?
Yes, that's right. Make sure that the bulbs are not busted or burned out and the lamps are not damaged. Now, if you plan to have modifications with lights and lamps, there are things to take note of.
Like what?
There should be 2 headlamps in a vehicle, one for each side, with white or yellowish light. You should turn it on 30 minutes after sunset until 30 minutes before sunrise, or whenever the condition requires, such as during cloudy days, heavy rains, or typhoons. Second, no red lights shall be visible in front of the vehicle. Top clearance lamp shall not be more than 10 centimeters. Tail lamp must be colored red. Brake light shall be colored red. Plate lamp must be colored white, and use a red flag for the excess load beyond 1 meter with a dimension of not less than 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters.
But sir, I don't think red flags will be visible for other motorists at night.
Good observation. When driving at night, red light should be used instead. In this manner, you will be able to warn the other vehicles. Moreover, they could estimate the proper distance from your car.
I see. Thank you, sir.
Next are the mirrors and glasses.
That is basic, Mr. Drive Safe.
Yes, basic, and yet, one of the reasons for road crashes is not being able to see the oncoming vehicle or trees in unusual spots. However, these can be prevented if you, the driver, could clearly see your surroundings through the mirrors and if there are no obstructions in your windshield view.
Sometimes the mirrors and glasses are dirty with dust and stains, not in the proper position or broken.
Exactly. So, fix it before driving, okay? Next is the under chassis.
What do I need to inspect in the under chassis during walk-around checks, sir?
The first thing you should look into is the correct inflation of the tires. Check if the tire is underinflated or overinflated. Let's take a look at these pictures. Look at the red marks. This is a tire that is underinflated. In contrast, this is a tire that is overinflated. Finally, this is the kind of tire that has the correct inflation. Did you see the difference?
Yes, Mr. Drive Safe.
Good. Next, check if there are cracks or bulging sidewalls, and inspect if the treads are worn out. Finally, look for dents and damages in the rims of your tires. If you see at least one of the observations mentioned, immediately replace the tire.
Sir, is it because it could lead to a blown tire if not detected, right?
Yes, that is correct. Another thing that you should check is the toe.
What do you mean by the toe?
Toe is the direction the tires are pointing depending on their angle. It is often called tracking. There are 2 types of toe angles depending on the motor vehicle and manufacturer. Toe in is for RWD or rear wheel drive, while toe out is common among FWD or front wheel drive. Thus, ensure that the toe angle is correct whenever you do a walk-around check, because an advance or excessive toe in or out will affect your driving. Your steering could get shaky or unstable.
I see.
Johnny, you should also inspect if the suspension is worn out or damaged. Check for leaks on the following: engine oil, brake fluid, transmission fluid, coolant, and gasoline. Get it?
Oh, is the under chassis different from the underneath check?
Those two are different. Underneath check means you will look literally beneath the vehicle to see if there is a wheel stopper, a toy, a pet, like dogs or cats, or even an individual working underneath.
Ah, so that no one will get run over or hurt when the vehicle moves.
Exactly. Last item for our walk around check: the body. Again, this is easy. Just check for scratches and dents. Okay?
Okie dokie.
Since we're done with the walk around check, let's move on to the pre start routine for light vehicles. If you're a student driver who plans to take a license code of B, B1, or B2, pay more attention, okay? Let's begin. Before you turn on the engine, you must first do the following: adjust the rear and side view mirrors. Depending on your car model, you can do this either manually or through switch control. Second, adjust the seat and head restraints for comfortable driving. Next, remove any distracting items on the windshield and windows. There must be no obstruction in the line of sight of the driver. Johnny, are you familiar with Republic Act 10913?
Oh yeah, that is the Anti-Distracted Driving Act.
Very good. This law forbids distracted driving either while driving or when the vehicle is temporarily stopped at intersections or by the traffic light. Using a mobile phone, typing, reading texts, calling, or answering one are just some of the many causes of distracted driving. Playing electronic entertainment or computing devices, watching movies, surfing the internet, composing a message, reading an e-book can be part of your long list of activities that could result in distracted driving. Going back to our topic. Fourth, make sure to close and lock the door. Fifth, wear your seatbelts, not only because of RA 8750 or the Seatbelts Use Act.
But for your safety and for your passengers.
Precisely. Next, switch on the ignition by turning it clockwise. Seventh, reach for the accelerator, brake, and clutch pedal to adjust for a comfortable distance. This is where adjusting the driver's seat serves its purpose. By the way, some engines may not start without simultaneously pressing the brake or clutch pedal. But always keep in mind to never overstart the engine.
What do you mean by overstart?
This happens when the engine is already running and you keep turning the ignition key. You may hear a grinding sound from the engine. Overstarting can damage the starter motor.
Oh my. Noted, sir.
I have additional reminders for you.
What are those, sir?
If the vehicle is equipped with an automatic clutch before starting it, place the shifting lever in either P or N position, park or neutral, depending on the user's manual.
Why?
Because automatic clutch has a neutral safety switch device that prevents the starter from engaging unless the shift selector is in the P or N position.
How about in the manual clutch?
Make sure that the gear is in a neutral position before starting the engine. If the gear is engaged when starting the engine, the vehicle may move forward unexpectedly, then stall. This can damage the gearbox.
How can we check if the engine is in a neutral position?
Easy. If you can move the selector lever, then your engine is in a neutral position. Now, if the gear is engaged, press the clutch pedal and release the selector lever to neutral.
Got it.
Does this lesson seem a bit short for you? No worries. We'll continue our discussion later. But before that, answer this quick quiz to assess your learning. You can do it.